I like to put stuff online.
So I'm going to give you guys a strategy in how to play this play VVPR to scalp it and swing it to make the most money you can on this stock. I alerted this stock at 70 cents. It's at $5. It hit 8.88. I made 1,000% on this. This is one of my most profitable trades all year. And I'm going to show you right now how to scalp it. So when you're scalping this and I'm using this strategy here, I'm looking at specifically two different criterias. I'm looking at this EMA 20 and this and this EMA 200, which you can see on this white line. This orange line is the 20. I'm using this fib for verification. That's all I'm using for verification. KDJ, I'm using this to make sure that it's headed for an uptrend, but I could see this just using the EMA 20. This is just eye candy. I don't really need this. It's just there, to be honest. Anyways, so and then you got your parabolic star strategy. That's again, it's verifying candles that is suggestive to have trend change. Anyways, let's learn this real quick. So we're currently at $5.10. It's already on the daily, so I'm not even using this for the any hourly. We're going to do the daily here, and this is headed for an uptrend. News hits, which is expected to be soon. We want to play this correctly, obviously. So you look back here when news hit, and it did pretty well. But you look back here, it was 888 recently, and that's when the news actually hit recently for the merger. We want to get in here when news hits because we're going to wait. We're waiting for confirmation. So we could get in technically. Let me zoom in for you guys. I'm sorry. I just realized that you guys need to probably see the. So see this little doji candle here? Let me get rid of this fib. See this little doji green candle on the EMA 20? That's saying that it's hitting up. We want it to be above the EMA 20 and we want to see a confirmation candle. So this is not a confirmation yet because if the next candle is red and we have a red day tomorrow, this could signal that we're going back down to towards the EMA 200. But if there's a green candle, it'd be suggestive to us that we're headed for a price trajectory up. And like I said, once we get that, we make our entry. So when we make our entry, if we're just using the daily, I usually try to use 5 or 6 different time frames, but we're just going to use this for the daily because we're going to try to identify this for a mid to long term swing. So we take here and we pop and we find our low. This could be a good low for recently, right here. And so we want entry to be probably right here if there's a green candle. We want entry to be right here. We want confirmation that it's going to break this here. Once it breaks this resistance here, which is the $6.70 range, we're off to the races. I am not using this wick up here for resistance. I'm using a strong body, which is this here. So there's a strategy for you guys. You get your entry here around 609 because that's your confirmation. And then you hit that here is your resistance going to be at 684, so that's already an 84-cent price increase. And then you can ride it all the way up here where I'm going to start my Fibonacci. And Fibonacci tells us, hey, $12 is where you can really take it. But just to be safe, I'll hit it for 115%. It'll be $9.92. There you go. There's your strategy. I'm giving you guys the cheese, the meat, the potatoes under 5 minutes. That's why I could go into longer detail. That's why you come over to the Discord where I can teach you and I will train you to be a savant at this stuff and look at it. It takes hours and hours and hours, and I'll teach it to you guys in a day. So come on over, show some love, and please subscribe. It really helps out a lot, and it just keeps me going and whatever. But all right, guys, love you.